As a physician and Canadian astronaut in two missions aboard NASA space shuttles, Dave Williams conducted medical experiments and has worked at the International Space Station. Trained also as an aquanaut, in both sea and space, he carried out medical projects and has served in management of space program development. Future astronaut Dave Williams was born with an inquiring mind in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan on May 16, 1954. Like many boys, Dave began in aviation by building model airplanes and was in uniform for the first time in Army cadets. From an early age, Dave had a sense of adventure and joined the skydiving club at McGill University, where he graduated with both bachelor's and master's degrees in science and received his Doctor of Medicine degree. Inspired by the famous RCAF aerobatic team of F-86 Sabre jets, Dave earned a private pilot's license and later qualified for multi-engine rating and aerobatics. After graduation in medicine at McGill, Dr. Williams completed a residency in family medicine at the University of Ottawa, served as an emergency physician at the University of Toronto, and lectured in the Department of Surgery, and worked as emergency physician at the Sunnybrook Health Sciences Center, and also served as Director of Emergency Services. In 1991, he applied to become an astronaut with NASA, and in 1992 was one of 4 successful candidates to pursue that position. Over the next few years, the centrifuge was included in a variety of experiences, including flights with other astronaut trainees, underwater training that he would use later as an aquanaut, and winter survival training at Cold Lake, Alberta. In 1995, Dave was selected by NASA to join other astronaut candidates as a member of an international team, and for the next 3 years, his training continued in preparation for space flights. Having undergone years of extensive and specialized training, in 1998, Dave Williams was now a member of the team for the NASA Space Shuttle Neurolab mission, STS-90, which he served as a mission specialist and medical officer involved with life science experiments, focusing on the effects of microgravity on the brain and nervous system. Following preparation of the astronauts, the space shuttle was moved to the launch pad at the Kennedy Space Center. In boarding the space shuttle Columbia, he combined both his medical background and his preparation to be an astronaut. And on April 17, 1998, Dave Williams was aboard the Columbia representing the Canadian Space Agency, lifting off with 6 fellow astronauts in a mission that would last 16 days and orbit the Earth 256 times. While floating in space allowed for an unconventional group shot, the mission included conducting 26 life science experiments, which were documented in a NASA publication. And with return of Columbia to Earth, Dave Williams completed his first mission as an astronaut, applying his knowledge of medicine in space. And for the next 4 years, he held the position of Director of the Space and Life Science Directorate at the Johnson Space Center. In 2001, Dave became an aquanaut in the first NEMO crew, a joint effort between NASA and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. NEMO operations are conducted at the Aquarius Underwater Laboratory, 62 feet below the ocean's surface at the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary, where astronauts turned aquanauts live and conduct experiments in an underwater environment, both inside the Aquarius module and outside. In 2002, Dave received the NASA Outstanding Leadership Award in recognition of his accomplishments as a researcher and practitioner, as a physician and astronaut, and as a leader and manager. In 2006, in his second NEMO mission, Dave Williams led the NEMO 9 mission as crew commander in an 18-day project that was dedicated to assisting technologies for remote medical care, and in the same year began training for extravehicular activity, or spacewalk, in his second space flight. Dave would have new challenges on the flight, including serving as lead spacewalker in 2 of 3 extravehicular activity assignments. Again, he was a member of a 7-person crew, which would travel to the International Space Station to install new components, and this time the crew would fly aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Like other space flights, NASA mission STS-118 was to be launched from the Kennedy Space Center on August 8, 2007. With a perfect liftoff, the Space Shuttle Endeavour was on its way to circle the globe in a 2-week operation. Dave couldn't take his wife, Kathy Fraser, an Air Canada captain, with him, but at least he had her picture along to float in space, while he enjoyed a view of the International Space Station and our planet seen only by astronauts, while he was aboard the Space Shuttle as both a physician and an astronaut. This time, some of Dave's work was outdoors with a great view of Earth, as he was involved with installation of equipment at the space station, in which again the Canadarm played a vital part in the operation. New equipment installed at the space station included a spare parts platform and a system that enables docked shuttles to draw electrical power from the station. With 2 space flights, Dave has now logged over 687 hours in space, including 3 spacewalks totaling almost 18 hours. Starting with a perfect launch, the Endeavour returned to Earth with a perfect landing, and in 2008, Dr. Williams retired from active astronaut service. After 16 years, Dave returned to the field of medicine in 2008 and has been honored many times with awards and honorary doctorates in laws and science. In 2011, he became president and CEO of South Lake Regional Health Centre in Newmarket, Ontario. He and his wife Kathy have 3 children and live in Oakville, Ontario. Dave Williams was inducted into Canada's Aviation Hall of Fame at ceremonies held in Montreal on June 14, 2012.